Chapter 28. Sky Baby. Stomach swirling, Sky clutched the phone to her ear. It rang several times, and without intending to, she counted them. 3, 4, 5. Each chime tightened the knots now residing in her body. It was 6 rings before her father picked up. Sky? Sky baby? How are you? Her dad's words were quick and taut. Relief rushed through her, and her shoulders relaxed. Good. I'm doing great, Dad. How about you? You been sick? He asked. No, Dad. I'm fine. I really am. How is everyone there? We're getting by. We're all stocked up on essentials. I think we'll ride this out. He was trying to reassure her, but he sounded distant. It wasn't convincing. But maybe she was making more of it than it was. Good. Who is with you? Is Bobby there? Sky hoped that her brother had gotten to her parents. They would need the help. Yep. Me, your ma, Bobby and his family. He said. Dad, I'm coming home. I will start up in a couple of days. I wanted to call and let you know. Dylan squinted up at her as he shifted against the cabin wall. No, Sky, her father said. Bobby and Patty are taking good care of us. We're doing fine. Don't you be out on those roads. It's dangerous. All that'll happen is we'll be worrying about you. I won't hear the end of it from your mother. Sky chuckled. That was probably true. I'm sure they're taking proper care of you, Dad. It's more than that. I can explain when I get there. She didn't want to go into the whole subject of Jessie right now. What am I supposed to say? Oh yes, Dad, I'm bringing a kidnapped boy with me. Yes, me. I stole him. But don't worry, he's happy about it. No, better to talk about it once I get there. Her father must have noticed something in her tone because he asked, What's wrong? Who are you with? Are you with Tom? No, but he's not far away. I am with a boy I counsel and Wade and Dylan Cole. Skepticism flooded his voice. Cole. Only Cole I know is a Virgil Cole. Must be his boys. Virgil isn't a good man. Can't imagine them being any better. Sky glanced over at Dylan, unsure what he caught of the conversation. He hung his head, staring at the ground while kicking the side of the cabin with his heel. Sky flushed and bit the inside of her lip. Yeah, he heard. He must have listened to this kind of thing 1,000 times. Sky turned her attention back to her phone call and said, They've been treating me well. Tom says they're just what I need right now. We're up at their hunting cabin. It's away from everything. But Dad, this is temporary. I am coming home. No, baby. I don't want you to do that. He insisted. I want you to stay right where you are. I need you safe and protected. Your mother and I both do. Sky ruffled. Dad, I can protect myself. She shot an irritated look at Dylan when he stirred and chuckled. I'm not arguing about this, Sky. She held back a sigh. Oh, Dad. I understand what you are saying, but I really. Her father moved to the tone he used when she was a young girl, and he wanted her immediate obedience. If you're safe, you stay there, girl. You hear me? It will be all over soon, then you can come up here, and we'll be happy to see you. Sky sighed. She was no longer little, and there were more pressing concerns he wasn't aware of. But arguing would do nothing but upset everyone. Besides, it never did any good. She understood his concern, but she wouldn't be content until she was with her family. I promised Tom I would wait a couple days while he checked on a few things. I will call you when he calls back. We can see how everything is going and decide. Okay? Doubt riddled his voice. Long as you promise me you're gonna stay put until then. Yes, Dad. I'll stay put. Sky smiled and shook her head. Now, can I talk to Mom? The phone exchanged hands, and tears gathered when her mother's soft voice greeted her. Hello, dear. Mom. I'm so glad you're safe, darling. I have been so worried. Where are you? In a cabin, up in the mountains. Well away from everything. It's quite beautiful here, quiet. Sky's gaze roamed the mountainous view. One would never know what is going on below. Sky left out that Dylan had told her there were sick on the mountain too. Her mother let out a breath. That puts me at ease. It really does. She cleared her throat. Whatever happens, we love you. If you make it through this, it is enough for us. Mom, what do you mean? Exactly what I said. These are troubled times, and we shouldn't act as if they're normal. I'm telling you what I need to say, her mother said. More than once, she uttered a light cough. I love you too, Mom. Sky frowned as her body tensed with concern. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine now that you called. It is only my asthma acting up. I will let your father say goodbye. Mom? Sky had worried all along her mother's compromised airways would put her at additional risk for the AG flu as it had so many others. She gasped at her mom's deeper cough as she handed over the phone. Dad, is Mom okay? She sounds ill. Her father hesitated. It'll be fine. We had trouble getting her asthma meds, so she is spacing them out a bit more than usual. Sky ran a hand over her hair, feeling helpless. Her biggest worry since the egg flu started was that she would be left alone with no family during this incredibly bleak time. I should be there with them. Why did I ever leave? Sky stilled when there was more coughing in the background. Dad, is she ill? Does she have? No one is ill. Your mom's asthma and Janie's allergies are just acting up is all. Don't be worrying yourself. We're all fine here. You call again in a couple of days. Until then, take care of yourself. Things are too dangerous out there. Stay with your group. Do what you need to do to get through this, to be safe. It'll be over soon, and we will all be together. Goodbye, baby girl. Love you much. The phone clicked. Dad? She stared at her cell. Why did he rush her off the phone? Her conversation with her parents had sounded like more than a goodbye, for now. It had felt like a goodbye forever. Sky turned her wide-eyed gaze to Dylan. He tensed and pushed off the wall, his eyes never leaving her. Sky released the lip she'd held between her teeth. He hung up, he just hung up. Sky rubbed her ribcage, barely able to breathe, the words slipping through her mind. The words no one wanted to say about the people they loved. What if they're infected?